A very good afternoon to you. I hope you are well and I hope you're keeping cool. My word, it is very, very warm out there. And of course, when it's warm, we go outside, we chat to our friends, we take photographs, and we have those memories, don't we? And then next year, we sit there and we think, what did we do this time last year? And do you know what? The older you get, I don't know about you, you kind of try and, I'm not quite sure. You need something to jog your memory, don't you? So you need somewhere to put those photographs. You need somewhere to put those tickets to the places that you are now allowed to go back out to. And a nice area to do that would be in the comfort of your own home, making and creating your own memory book. How about that? Well, I'm going to say hello now to the lady that's going to take us through 2 hours of wonderful demonstrations and lots of advice about how to put together the perfect memory book. It's Dawn.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dawn. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Yes.
Nice and warm outside, but it's cool in here.
It's cool in here. This is the place you need to be. Stay indoors, have a cuppa and tune in to us. What more could you want?
Do you know what? That is a lovely idea. It really is. And do you know what's nice as well, Dawn? To talk about memories, but also to remind ourselves to have that book, to place the pictures in, to place the tickets, the pieces of newspaper perhaps that we cut out, to remind ourselves of certain days and certain times. So it's lovely to have these kits together. And we've got some great deals for you as well from Pink Frog Crafts. The price you see on the screen, $25.99 for the first bundle of blue and white card. You can actually make 4 of the memory books, and they're really beautiful memory books, aren't they?
They are. These are substantial memory books. We have brought these to you in the past in black and white,
yes,
and they have proved very popular. And obviously we've got our new Christmas stamps out, so blue. So we've got now acid and lignin free in the blue and white.
So the white one, of course, you can start adding your own papers and your own inks to it. The same with the blue as well. But because it's a nice colour to begin with, you might not want to cover it up too much.
No, it is a lovely blue. And this is the nice thing about Pink Frog. The cardstock quality is superb. You know, scoring it, working with it. I think anybody out there that's used it already will totally understand this.
It feels luxurious.
It does.
And do you know what I like about it as well? The colour is very intense,
yes,
very dense, and it goes all the way through the card. And do you know what I like about that? Is when you look at the memory book here, you're not seeing any fading, you're not seeing any patching.
No.
It's that true blue all the way over the card, which does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does. And the nice thing about it is, in the bundle, you've got your card size. So in that large size there, you've got the 20 by 40 as well as your A4, but they both match perfectly because this is what Pink Frog do so well.
Now, the deal for you here, already busy, 989678 is your item number, and that's going to make you your 8 by 8 memory book. You're getting 20 sheets of each. Now, of course, when we're making a memory book, we're putting precious items into it.
We are.
So it's really important that we have the right cardstock that's not going to affect those photographs or tickets or memorabilia that we put in there. And why can we say that with confidence with the cardstock we've got here, Dawn?
We can. I mean, the whole show is just all acid lignin free. And this is what you need. This is going to preserve your photographs. This is going to preserve your newspaper cuttings. You know, if you've ever put photos in one of those albums that's got all the adhesive with the flap over plastic, get them out, because the glue is going to eat into your photographs, turn them yellow, you won't be able to remove them, and you're then going to lose them. They're going to be lost.
And you know what? We do have some older photographs. Yes, we can reprint photos, but some of the older original photographs, we want to keep them because, let's face it, they are original. Maybe we've got them in a drawer somewhere, hiding away from daylight and things like that. Now's the time to get all of those photos out, all of those little trinkets and memorabilia and tickets. I've got loads in a drawer. So now this is going to give me the chance to get them out, stick them into a book so I can actually look at them when I'm sitting there with a cup of coffee or with my friends. Now, if you're looking at the cardstock and you're looking at the memory books, you're thinking, well, how do I do that? I'm not sure whether I can. Well, do you know what? You will, because we've got Dawn's inspirations here and we've got the full instructions for you. Where do we find these, Dawn?
They're going to come in your kits. Pink Frog have kindly printed them out, and they are going to come in your kits.
Wow, that's amazing. So we don't need to go online, we don't need to have a printer, we don't need to find where these are, they're all going to be printed for us. Well, that is absolutely fabulous, isn't it? Now, 10% of the stock has already gone of your 8x8. 10% of the stock already gone. This is a 2-hour show. Whether the stock lasts 2 hours, I'm hoping it does, but we're going to have lots of demonstrations in between.
We are.
But it's a good idea to get in early. Yes, watch the demonstrations. Yes, please make your mind up when you choose to make your mind up. But my job really is to tell you if we're low on stock, what percentage has gone, just to give you that little nudge if you do need to check out your baskets. But 10% of the stock has gone of that size 8x8. Let's move on to the 6x6, and what I'll do is I'll take one of the 8x8s with me so you can see the size difference. You might want both sets because, let's face it, you know, we've got a lot of things we need to put in books.
Oh, definitely.
And if we've not got any memories to put in those books, rest assured we're going to make some memories, aren't we, over the next few years? We are. Right, your next size is your 6x6. Just to give you a comparison in size, I'm going to take this one here and show you the 8x8, just so you can see these side by side, so you can see the size difference. It's a nice compact size. I say coffee table size.
It's nice, the smaller one,
yeah.
And also I think it's very good for children.
Good
as
idea.
Well.
Good
idea. Good for teachers' gifts.
Yes.
Presents.
Yes.
You know, how about you know, we make cards, homemade cards for people for their birthdays. How about making an album, writing a greeting on the cover, and they can fill it with their birthday photographs?
Do you know what? That is a wonderful idea, isn't it? What a great idea. You know, sometimes at weddings, when we can, people put instant cameras on the tables, so you get lots of different photographs. That would be really nice. But if you could take some instant photos with some instant cameras that you can get hold of now, can you imagine having one of these books already made and putting the instant pictures in there? So when people leave the party, when we can have parties again, when people leave your home, maybe they've come round after 18 months, you can give them those photographs in the album that you've made ready for them. What a wonderful gift that would be.
Exactly. You know, there's all occasions these can be used for. They can be used for your old photographs, but what about your new photographs?
Yes.
You know, a baby's first year. As you say, class photos, children bringing photos home from school.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Grandparents, whenever, you know, when I've lost my mum and dad, fortunately, but the children, when they were little, I'd always make memory books with photographs and little written notes in them and post them down. And whenever my mum received one, she'd be straight on the phone in tears saying, "You've done it again, haven't you?" And I've got them all back now because obviously I've lost mum. So I have got that big box of photographs along with all my memory books of the children's handwriting and pictures they'd drawn. So don't just think photographs, but you know, as if I'm one of 4, and of course I'm the creative one, so I've been designated as keeping everything archived. So at the moment I'm in the process of archiving all my mum and dad's old photographs, and it's strange how we've found lots of photographs we've never seen before. Yeah,
because they're lost in drawers. So you're one of 4, the creative one. I'm one of 7, the forgotten one. True, it's true. You know, your school books, for example, your school reports, you know, rather than being in a drawer. I got some of my school reports out the other week. Well, a few months back now, I did a Facebook Live, but I was in tears of laughter, the things that the teachers were saying about me. And also I've got some diaries from when I was 16, and I was reading those diaries as well, so I could take snippets out of those pages and place them in a memory book, you know, to make people have a bit of a giggle. And you could have this at hand. And what's nice about these as well, Dawn, and everyone at home, is that you can actually put these on a shelf, and you've got that spine as well.
Yes.
So they'll fit perfectly on a shelf. They'll look brilliant because you're going to decorate them how you want to match your home decor.
Yes.
And then you can just pull them from the shelf at any time when you just want to go back down memory lane, look at some of your memories, just sit there with your friends, with your family, with your grandchildren, or by yourself. You know, sometimes it's nice to recall those memories just by yourself. When you're feeling a little bit down, when you're feeling a little bit nostalgic, you've got them right there. And, of course, because you can multi-buy, you can buy as many sets of cardstock as you wish, because you might want to keep making and making and making. Maybe you're already thinking about Christmas presents. This is a great little bundle. It's only £18.59. 254239 is your item number, and you can make 4 of those memory books. 4 of those memory books, and of course decorate them however you like. And they're 6x6 in size. You get the full instructions, of course, to guide you through step by step. And we've got some great demonstrations coming up as well. 10% of the stock of this bundle has now gone. Wow. Now, one more for you. If you want some extra card, or maybe you don't want to make memory books, you don't have to, of course. You get the instructions. You might want to use the cardstock for something else. Maybe you've got some ideas already in mind. Now, we've got some extra A4 for you, so you can pop this into your basket if you wish, alongside any of the items. By the way, if you are multi-buying, if your basket comes to £60 or more, if you think, oh dear, I put too much in, you know what it's like mid-month, can't afford it, well, this is what we'll do. If your basket comes to £60 or more, we'll divide the cost into 2 months interest-free payment. How about that? But we'll send everything out at the same time. We'll just wait for the money. How about that? We'll take the first payment, and then in a month's time, we'll take another payment, but you'll have everything there to work with. So acid and aluminum free, you've got your extra A4. It's only £10.99. You get 20 sheets. That's of the white and the blue. You know it's my favourite colours, blue and white. 347739 is your item number. Absolutely fantastic quality cardstock for you, but don't miss out. Let's have a look at the website. This is where you can go to see all the items that we've got available for you. We've got some great stamps. Oh, my days. You know, the stamps from Pink Frog Crafts are beautiful. They really are. You know I love them. And these are spectacular. Yes, they are to do with Christmas. We've got some lovely ways of showing you how you can use the stamps and incorporate them with your memory books. But you can, of course, use them for your card making as well. Have a look at the 5-star upon 5-star upon 5-star upon 5-star upon 5-star reviews that we've got for Pink Frog Crafts. My word, there are so many. For their glues, for their accessories, for the cardstock. It's all there. You can go and have a read, you can go and have a peruse. And if you're still unsure, or if you've got any questions, we're here for 2 hours. Email in, it's studio@thecraftstore.com. If you've got any makes or any folds that you've made from Pink Frog Crafts cardstock, and you'd like to share that with Dawn,
yes.
I'm sure Dawn would love to see your creativity.
Definitely, definitely.
Or if you've got a memory book and you want to show it off.
Oh, yes.
How about
Please
that?
do.
Yeah.
Please do.
We love inspiration. Right, Dawn, what are we going for first?
Right, I thought we're going to go back to basics. We're going to start right from the beginning because we've got 2 hours.
OK.
We're going to go right from the beginning and make a book. But then I'm also going to show you, so stay tuned or press record because I'm going to show you some extra page folds you could do to just add a little bit of something extra to your books.
How lovely.
Plus some extra ways to decorate the covers and add some fastenings to them.
Oh,
so it's taking it that little step more that we haven't always done when we've had the sort of 1 hour shows.
Excellent. Now remember, these shows are available, will be available on Rewind, so you can watch the shows again, and they'll be available for 60 days. So when you get your cardstock home, you can craft along with our Dawn.
You can indeed. And the nice thing is, everything in that bundle is to make 4 and a couple of extra sheets of card.
Ooh,
so you've got a couple of sheets extra. But that extra pack,
yes,
I'd grab that because to do your matting and layering and things like that, it's a good add-on.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So just a little top tip.
Excellent.
So we're going to start off with the cover. So I've got my instructions and my measurement sheet and everything is there. So I've got my cover and I'm going to use A4 to make the cover.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut 2 identical. So these need to be 21 centimetres by 26. And I'm cutting this out of the A4 card. So let's go and make our cover straight away and just show you how quick and easy it is. Scoreboard. You're going to need a scoreboard with centimetres, which I'm sure is not a problem to a lot of crafters out there. And you're going to go with your, I call this the long side.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to go with the long side at the top and you're going to score down at 5 centimetres.
Scoring in blue and white. You see, that's my favourite sentence of all time.
Oh. Well, we often do the white cards to show you because it comes off better in the camera, but actually I think the blue's showing up pretty well today.
You know, in all seriousness, I know I like football, I know I go on about it, but that's something for me that I have lots and lots and lots of memories of. So I'm thinking now, if you've got sons and daughters, husbands and wives that also love football, blue and white is a colour of many, many football teams, and there's lots of memories that happen with football, some very good, some not so good, but they're memories. So a memory book like this would be lovely for all different styles of memories and all different family members.
Well, this is it. It's not just for people of a certain age. You know, youngsters
21,
love
you
books.
mean?
Well, even little youngsters
No,
love.
I mean you,
Oh,
Dawn,
me,
21,
Oh, I
yeah.
wish. You know, this is it. Children love, you know, they go to school and they do a show and tell.
Yeah.
You know, making books, let them go in after the summer holidays, you know, because hopefully we can get out and do a few more day trips now.
Yeah.
You know, go back into school with a little book with everything in there that they've done, and they can write little notes. You know, a great way of documenting everything.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
So I'm going to go in with the EVA to cover the spine, because this
Okay.
is acid and lignin free.
Right, and that's important, isn't it, Dawn?
It is,
Yes.
it is. Now, some people may have seen on the other video that I did, I've used straight from the big bottle. And that was because I didn't have the little bottles at the time.
Right.
But top tip is, if you fill your little bottles, okay, your glue goes a long way. You don't use as much glue, and you don't need to use as much glue with this because it is so strong. It is for bookbinding, it is strong, and it will stand the test of time. So don't think you've got to lather it all
Yes.
on like you're icing a cake. You
Yeah.
don't have to.
Do you know what? That is great, because sometimes we don't know how much glue to use and we waste a lot, don't we? And it starts gunking out at the side, and then you try and wipe it off and then it's just a mess.
Well-
These are invaluable, and the details on the screen right there. $13.99, 603282 is your item number.
Yeah, and if you haven't got any, where have you been? Get them, they're
Oh,
great.
do you know what? These are so satisfying to watch as well, Dawn. You know, when you put the glue on there, it's so satisfying.
Well, the thing is, you've got more control.
Yep.
So as you say, it's not going to seep out everywhere. I'm going to do a squiggle down the middle. Always remember to wipe your nib. I don't know whether you can see that little blob
Yeah,
of
we
glue
can.
just at the end.
Yep. So you need to wipe your nib to
You
get that off.
need to wipe that blob, because if
Okay.
you don't, and you put your needle back in,
Yes.
what's going to happen?
It's going to stick.
It's going to stick because this glue is strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that little blob of glue, just wipe it with your fingers.
Okay.
Make sure that's all clear before you go ahead and put your...
Now let's talk about that lid, because that pin is on the lid.
That pin is on the lid.
Yeah, you don't have to go and find a pin. The pin
No,
is on the lid. So it
it's
gets
on
even
the
better,
lid.
doesn't it? Yeah.
So it's all there ready. And then I'm going to join these two together. So I'm going up to that score line. You can see the ridge with the score line.
Yep.
So you're going up to that, push down. Now, everybody that probably knows me by now will see burnish, burnish, burnish. Because this is the foundations, Janice.
Yes.
You know, we want these books to last. You're not making a book that's going to fall apart next year.
No, exactly.
These are going to last the test of time.
Yes. Unlike memories sometimes fade, this book won't.
It won't, no. And I've been making memory books for 8-9 years now, and the first one is still as good as anything I make today.
Oh, you should have bought some in.
So,
We could have gone through your memories.
I've got too many. I've got too many.
If you've got any favourite memories at home, why don't you email them in, because I'm getting very nostalgic now. studio@thecraftstore.com. Those memories that are very special to you, why don't you email them in, because it'd be nice to hear them.
Now, I always say with this book, it is very easy to make. A beginner can make this. You know, some older children can make this along with you as well. It's a great summer project for the kids.
Yeah.
How satisfying is that?
Yeah.
Now, we're going to make the spine. We've
Yeah.
done the cover with the spine.
Okay.
We're going to make the hinge now. So for the hinge, you're actually going to use one of your card blanks.
So we don't need anything else to make the memory books apart from the cardstock that we're buying in the kits.
And some adhesive.
And some adhesive.
Yes.
Preferably the glue that we've got on the
I
show,
would
because it
say
works
the
perfectly.
EVA and the red liner tape.
Yeah.
That's all I've used.
Brilliant.
So you're going to use one of your card blanks for the spine. And I've done it like this, so you only have to worry about one measurement, okay? Because we're going to use the card blanks for our pages. So you're going to have your card blank, and you're going to go in and you're going to cut this at 9 centimetres, 7 and 4. And that's as easy as it's going to be. Now, true crafters will know you never throw anything away. So we always keep this, because this could be handy, matting and layering anything. So you never throw anything away.
Okay.
But out of one memory book, to do the actual pages and the cover, that is the only extra you're going to have. But to me, there's extra photo mats there straight
Yes,
away.
definitely.
So yes, there's always ways to use them. We're even giving you, Janice, enough cardstock in the kits to make your photo mats.
Are you? Oh,
yes.
how wonderful. When
So
you say photo mats...
So if you open up one of the books there...
Yep.
Is that one got the... See, I've done blue and white there. Can you see what you can do? You can mix and match.
I know you can, yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yes.
Yes.
You see,
can...
that's why I'm one of 7, the forgotten one, because I have to get it in.
But the thing is, with Pink Frog, we don't want to take away your creativity.
No.
We're giving you the basics, and we don't want to take away your creativity. You're all creative people out there.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got lots in your craft stash, I know. And this is the nice thing about them. We're giving you the base, and then you can just run with it.
Wow. Do you know what? It's so professional as well. When I'm just looking through the book here, you know the ones that you buy and you pay a lot of money for, it's exactly the same as that. It's so professional, so solid as well. You know, just flicking through the pages here, ready to put the memories in, for example, you can see the hinging, it is just absolutely perfect. And I could just keep going on like that. It's not going to affect it at all because of the quality of the card.
And I'm going to share a little trick with you in a minute about the hinging. Yes,
excellent.
I am.
Excellent, I like that.
I am. So, we're going to start off again, get your scoreboard out, and we're scoring in at 1.5 centimetres on the small one and the medium one. OK. Now, this is a stack the deck hinge system. Okay. Laura Dennison was the first person that I saw do this. However, I had my own little twist. OK. Because I'm a crafter. Yeah.
How long have you been crafting for, Dawn?
Oh, I've been scrapbooking about 15, 16 years and mini book creating and designing for about 9. Wow. So, yes, it's been a little while.
So you know your onions when it comes to crafting?
Well, it was a hobby.
Books. Yes.
It was a hobby that's turned into my profession, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Now, the last one, I'm scoring in at 2 centimetres. Okay. And we're going to make a counterlever hinge. Okay. OK. So this is where it's going to make it more sturdy. OK. For a start. And also, it's going to just help with your hinge and the construction of it. Now, I'm going to go in with tape to do my hinges. And I'm using the 12mm red liner tape.
Now, this is incredibly strong. You see a lot of our demonstrators using red liner tape to make construction boxes and memory books like this because it adheres very, very well. It's very handy to have. The details on your screen there, £13.99, 825810 is your item number. You get your 3mm, your 6mm, your 9mm, your 12mm, and you get 120 metres in total. Why red liner tape now rather than the glue, Dawn?
This is strong, and as we construct the pages and put them in, you'll see just how easy it is to do with the red liner tape to start. Got you. So it all comes together, as they say. But you're only going to put red liner tape on the small one and the medium one, okay, and not on the others. Now, red liner tape, some people struggle to get red liner tape off. Okay. So my top tip is definitely, and I know you're all going to shout at the screen there, the people that know me well, burnish, burnish, burnish. Burnish, burnish. But what I'm sharing with you now is you'd have seen me make these books before, but I'm sharing with you now how to make it, perhaps cut a couple of seconds off your burnishing and scoring. Okay. Okay, because normally I would have burnished the scores before I put my tape on. Okay. But I haven't. No. Because this show is a bit more about sharing some extra tips with everybody out there. Lovely. So I've just got my tape on there. So now this is where I'm going to fold and then burnish, and I'm doing the 2-in-1. So it's just saving a little bit of time. Yeah, well, it makes sense. Because, you know, us crafters, we just want to get on to the decoration, don't we? Yeah. So we've got to get on with it. So if you burnish both sides, now, if I just share with you on this one here, can you see how that red liner tape, it's looking? If I just burnish that end, can you see the difference? Yeah. And this is pushing the glue of the red liner tape into the fibres of your paper. So it's important. So it's very important because this is all, again, about construction, making it to last. Yes. Okay, so this is just very important to do. And, you know I keep banging on about it, and all my ladies out there who come to my classes will be saying, burnish, burnish, burnish. But yes, I'm going to be that little voice in your head when you're at home with your instructions making this, telling you to burnish, burnish. So this third one, we're just going to burnish, but this is going to be your counterlever hinge.
Okay.
This is what makes your memory books so sturdy and strong. Okay, so I'm going to open this one out and we're going to start layering these up.
Okey-dokey.
And that's as simple as it is.
Wow.
So we're not putting any glue on this at the moment. So this is the one with our wings, and in fact what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mitre these.
We've had a picture sent in
Ooh.
from, is it Lynn? Oh, Kim. Kim sent a picture. Good afternoon, Kim. I hope you're well. Thank you for sending this in. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing, Kim.
It is.
What a lovely memory book. Kim said she's been making albums for years. Yeah, it really does show. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you for sending that in. That is really nice. And do you know what we've just done? We've created a memory for Kim.
We have, because
yes,
we've shared it.
We've shared it on the television.
We
and that's a
have.
memory now for Kim to tell people that her memory book was shown on the television.
television.
You see, we're creating
Yes.
memories.
And this is it. If anybody's had the memory books in the past and they've got any questions, you know, again, feel free. Let us know.
Yeah, email
You know,
us.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Let me help you if I can.
studio@thecraftstore.com.
Right, I'm going back in again with my EVA.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just going to go around the edge. But this is the nice thing, I've got the precision. Okay.
I love the way that glue goes on with that nib.
I just feel I'm in control. I'm not wasting glue. It's just so easy to do. And you're going to put this in the middle of this piece. So just take your time. You're going to have, if I fold this over, you're going to have a little gap on each side. Okay, so I'm just going to slide that over a bit because I'm not happy with that gap that side. When you're happy with where it is, you know what I'm going to say.
Burnish, burnish, burnish.
So that one's in.
Yes.
And that's stuck
Wow.
already. This glue is really good.
Yeah, that's strong.
You know. So again with the last one.
Oh, that's nice. You can really have fun.
Oh,
putting
you
glue on,
can.
can't
And
you?
I thought it shows that quite nicely on the blue
Yeah.
cardstock.
It does.
I've loved doing them with the blue cardstock, Janice.
It is a gorgeous blue, isn't it?
It is. And so many, I mean, I've done this with the blue and white, but other colours go well with it as well, you know, like your browns.
Yeah, true.
And,
Brown
you
would
know,
look lovely with the blue.
Exactly. So there's other colours you can put with it. So that is our hinge system.
Superb.
So,
Superb.
shall we attach it to our book?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Right, so let's bring our cover in. So this is your cover here. So if you just fold these pieces back here, you'll see that they will fit nicely into your cover.
I see
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so it all fits nicely. So just make sure you're happy that it all fits.
Yep.
Okay. Now the way to stick this in is you're going to put glue on one piece. So I'm going to put the glue on here. I'm not using red line tape for this, I'm using the glue. Okay, so I've got my glue on. Now you've got, I'm going to fold these back here. So I've got my score line and I'm going right up to this edge. You're going to have a little gap, top and bottom,
Okay.
because our cardstock is 20 centimetres, but our cover is 21.
Okay.
Okay, so when that one is down, if you fold it back on itself,
Burnish, burnish,
we
burnish.
can burnish it. And then you're quite happy to go in and do exactly the same on the other. And then this time I'm just going to fold those two open
Burnish.
and burnish. And that is your cover and your hinges already constructed in a matter of minutes,
Look at
really.
that. And very calmly done, Dawn.
Thank you.
Very calmly done.
It is very satisfying when you can make it yourself, I think.
Yeah, do you know what?
Definitely.
It is, it is. Now, let's talk GSM with the cardstock.
Yes.
It does look a really good thickness to the card. What's the
It is,
GSM on
yes.
here?
I think that one's 290.
290. Yeah, that is superb to work with. And whilst we're here, can we say hello to Andrew, who's watching at home?
He is,
And can we
yes.
say thank you for the memory card that we've got on the show? It is absolutely superb. It really, really is. And whilst we're here, can I show you a sample? Because this is bringing the memory books to life. Look at this. Now, this is quite heavy because there are extra pieces of card and extra things in there. But look at that, how the cardstock is holding everything absolutely perfectly together. So we'll open this up. This could be a professional memory book bought from a store, but you've made it. You've made it, you've created it, and what a wonderful gift this is going to be for your family and your friends. Look at this, absolutely superb. Every page that turns is so solid, so perfect, and then you can add your papers, your inks, and you can really decorate up those memory books. Love that one, that is so cool, really, really is. And that's made with the 8x8 cardstock, the white cardstock, and the blue. Now we're over 40% of the stock gone of your 8x8 memory book kit. Remember, with all the kits you get the instructions as well. You can watch the shows again on Rewind, but we're getting very, very busy now. We're watching the demonstrations and now we're coming in to buy, which is fabulous because it means you're checking out your baskets. The instructions will be included. They're printed out as well, so you don't need to go and find those online or anything like that. They will be included for you with each of the kits that you buy. Isn't that fantastic? Your 8x8 will make you 4 of your memory books. So you've got the chance to make 2 in blue and 2 in white. So that is your 8x8 at £25.99, making 4 memory books, 898678. Let's remind you of the 8x8. This has also been very, very busy. Sorry, the 6x6. I really like this size. This could be like a handbag size, the size that you take with you, Dawn.
Yes.
And what's nice about that is that when we do go round to see our friends, you've got your memory book in your bag and you can take that out and you can just sit there and you can have a look at the memories. And sometimes it's nice to take them with you. You know, when you go on holiday,
Yes.
just something to open up and just take a look at again. This is beautifully decorated. This is your 8x8. So again, a great size, and you have that system to make that spine and the system inside to start turning the pages. Absolutely wonderful. This has got some MDF on the front, and again, the more memories you put in here, the more bits and bobs, the heavier it becomes.
Yes.
But this is just holding all of those memories so well, so sturdy. And that's the quality of card that you're getting. 254239 is your item number, your 6x6 memory book kit. And you've got your true blue and your true white. Very important that you know that. And great cardstock as well. £18.59. You're more than welcome to multi-buy if you want to. We've had another picture sent in.
Oh.
This one is from Trisha. Trisha, this is beautiful. Trisha has made a few for her grandchildren. How wonderful.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
And Trisha said she also supports a football team that play in blue and white.
Oh.
I wonder who that could be. I wonder who that could be. I'll just stick with my Leicester, but I'm sure there are many other teams out there that play blue and white as well. So good luck, everyone, for next season. Right, let's head back to Dawn. Let's carry on with the demonstrations. Thanks for your pictures, everyone.
Let's look at the pages now. Now, you're going to make 8 pages in total. So you're just going to take your cardstock blank, pop it again the long side in your scoreboard, and this time you're going to score at 6 centimetres and 25.5. But everything is on your instructions.
We've had another email in, Dawn.
Right.
You'll like this one. This email is from Margaret. Thank you for your email, Margaret. I hope you're well this afternoon and keeping cool. Apparently, Margaret's husband has just walked into the room, had a look at the television, seen you, and started shouting, "Burnish, burnish, burnish."
I think I know what Margaret that might be.
Do you? I'm glad, because if it was just any old... random person shouting Burnish at the screen. I was thinking,
You'd be a little bit worried, wouldn't you?
Well, I'd be impressed. I'd be impressed that your reputation is out there.
Right, you got your... Pretend I've scored all the pages. I'm not going to score them all for you. I've got 2 here ready, so I can show you how we're going to put them in the book. So what we're doing is making a pocket. So yes, you're going to have a photo mat to put in this pocket, but this pocket could hold so much more.
Yeah.
So this is the nice thing about it. So before we stick it into our book, I'm going to go along with some more tape. You could use, I'm going to use 6mm. You could use 6mm or 3mm, Jan, really, to put in here.
Yes.
So you could use this. And what you're going to do is you're just going to, is my tape playing up in all this heat? Probably. Right, I'm just going to pop a little bit just on the edge. Now, I like to use tape rather than glue, because sometimes if you use glue and you've got a bit overzealous with the glue, you're going to make your pocket smaller.
Yeah, true.
So by using the tape, it's going to keep that pocket to the biggest size we can to get everything in it.
Yeah,
you know.
Important.
Yes, very important.
And that's where it's advantageous to go for your red liner tape, because you've got the 3mm, the 6mm, 9mm and 12mm. So I guess depending on which one you use, the more space you've got inside the pocket.
Yes, I mean, for what I'm doing now, you could use the 3mm or the 6mm quite easily.
Yeah, and that
Not
extra
a problem
mil
at all.
each side could make the difference to the item that you put into the pocket.
And the other thing you could do with the spine, I use the 12mm, but you could quite easily again use the 9mm. That's not a problem either.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so that's not a problem. So let's now put some pages in our book. Let's get started.
Let's add the
now,
numbers.
This might daunt people because they're going to think, oh, OK, well, I've got to get it in and I've got to get it all straight and it's going to be a bit hard. It's not hard. You're going to get your page, you're going to fold that over. So this is going to be your page. Always remember, your small pocket is near your spine.
OK.
So I'm going to flip that over because this is the outside one. Now, if you lay it all in line with your hinge, which is the same size as your card.
OK.
OK, so you haven't got to worry about it.
Right.
OK, I've tried to make it as easy as possible. So that is nicely lined up. I can see I've got a gap, top and bottom. And then I'm just going to take my red liner tape off this side. And this is where the red liner tape with the hinge works. So I've got my red liner tape off there. And I'm just going to fold it over. And of course...
Burnish, burnish, burnish. You almost shout that at home.
So that's your first page in.
Yes.
That's as easy as that is.
Wow.
Now, what I like to do is to put the first page in all of them first.
OK. But
you don't want to sit and watch me put in all the pages. But what I do want to show you is how to put in your second page, which is the back of this.
OK.
OK, because I think that's important as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my red line tape off. OK, and I'm going to go in with my glue.
With the tape?
With the tape, because I'm going to glue the rest of this.
It's a cocktail of adhesive.
It is, but this is what's going to make it last, Janice. It's going to last, you know, I'd like to say forever. But these are keepsakes, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Heirlooms,
you know,
some of them.
Yes, heirlooms, definitely. So, nice big squiggle, OK. In fact, let me pop my lid on that before I go any further, because I don't want any...
Yes, always wipe the lid before you stick the needle in.
Yes. Now, this time, obviously, I said to you, your small pocket goes near your hinge.
Yep.
Now, I haven't stuck these pockets down yet, and I've done that for a reason. OK. OK. So this time, I'm going to start by sticking this piece to this side. Now, if you lay this out, you can see your score line, and it will feel, you can feel it.
I can see that.
Yeah. So if you lay this on here, you can get that in alignment, and you can I can feel that it's resisting against me. OK. Just check your straight top and bottom.
Yep.
OK.
I always do before I come to work.
I've got my hand under where the red line tape is, so that's going to be the last thing that's going to go down. All right. So make sure you're happy with it. Then when you are, let your hand go and then just get this all burnished
You had me
together.
worried then. I didn't think you were going to burnish that, Dawn. I thought you were just rubbing your hand on it.
No,
I had a bit of a panic.
Well, I suppose with your hand you are burnishing.
Yes, you are.
Because when we're doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
We're doing this to disperse the glue.
Yeah, of course.
So then you're not going to get any bumps and ripples. And that is the other nice thing I have really found with this glue.
Yes.
Is you don't get any bubbling, warping.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Even if you're using really thin pattern papers on top of this, you don't. I've been very, very impressed with this. So
yeah,
yes.
and we do have that available. Remember, that is the ideal glue to use when you're putting your memory books together. Very, very important when you're putting your photos in, when you're putting your tickets in.
Yes.
You've got some examples under the counter of photos and newspaper clippings that have been used with this glue. Do you want to show those?
Shall I show you these?
Yeah, because it is important to know
Let me pop this
right
to one
glue
side
to
for
use.
a minute. So this is our photo glue. Okay, let me get mine out here. I like to keep mine stood upright.
Okay.
Because it is quite runny. Okay, so this is why I prefer to keep it stored this way. Now with your photo glue, let me move these to one side.
Okay.
Don't just think photos for your photo glue. Now here's a very old photo of my mum. And you can see how old and wrinkled. I think she was about 17 then.
Was she?
Okay, so a very old photo. But I know it's preserved correctly.
That's incredible. She's got leather gloves on as well.
Oh,
Very
I know,
smart.
yes. And then this is my Nana and Grandad. This is a newspaper clipping of their golden wedding.
No,
And I think about the time, it probably says my age on there. I think I was about 18 at the time. So this is a really old newspaper clipping. I've found a couple of these, but again, I know this is preserved correctly. And if you look again, it's not bobbling, it's not warping. I know that's stored correctly now. But don't just think that. I found a ticket in all the...
Did you? Oh, what was the ticket?
You know, all the bits and pieces that you inherit.
What was it for?
This is my dad used to do a lot of photography, and he's obviously gone and got one print done.
Yes.
Okay, and this was in 1961.
Wow.
Okay, but again,
5 and 8. Is that how much it cost?
Must have been, which I don't know what that would be.
5 and 8 pence, which will probably be about, I don't know, 2p, would it? Something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But again, no warping
No.
at all, nothing at all. I haven't got to worry about it. But you can go a bit further. I've actually stuck a piece of vellum.
Vellum.
I just literally put a couple of dots in each corner, and if you let that dry, and it does take a little while to dry,
You can't see it.
you can't see it.
That's brilliant.
I haven't tried it on parchment paper, actually, so I'd need to get some parchment paper.
I wonder what vellum on vellum would be like.
I don't know, actually.
we could try
and
that.
that's mulberry paper. But again, I put the dots just in the corners, but you can hardly see them.
No.
As crafters, not just for memory books, but card making, sometimes we're looking for the right glue for the right job.
Most definitely. Well, there's 3 that you get for $11.97. What a fabulous price. Let me show you that way. Yeah, it's better. It does look like toothpaste, but it's not. So you are getting 3 of the glues for £11.97, and that's going to go a long way. It's the right glue to use. That's what you want. 272177 is your item number for a set of 3. Now, I also would like to show you a 7-day saver that we've got, if that's okay. And it's your watercolour card. It's A4 in size, and you get 80 sheets in total. Even better. £16.99, saving £15, and it's 280 GSM. Watercolour card is really important to get right. You know, if you're new to watercolouring, I've got Pink Frog Crafts card, and it's just absolutely perfect. And do you know what? It builds your confidence up.
It does.
When you've got the right paper, it builds your confidence up when you're using all of your watercolour techniques. So £16.99, 80 sheets in total. It's a 7-day saver, and that was launched this morning. It was launched this morning at 8 o'clock. Do you know what? I need to keep doing that. I know it affect my mic because it's just keeping me cool like that. So you'll probably see me doing this a lot. Oh. Right, 422157. Now we've got 11 minutes left of this show. We do have another show because it's a 2-hour special. But I wouldn't wait till the end of the 2 hours to make your choice. We are getting busier and busier and busier as the demonstrations go on. People are buying. Some people coming in at the end of the demonstrations. We appreciate that. But I don't want anyone missing out on the deals that we've got for you. So you can either go for your 8x8 or your 6x6 memory book project kits. And you get all of the instructions included in each of the kits. Beautiful blue, true blue and true white paper stock. The details on your screen, $25.99 is for your 8x8, 989678. And down the bottom of the screen is the £18.59 price for your 6x6 kit. And that's 254239 is your item number. Right, Dawn, let's carry on.
I just thought I would show you sticking a photograph on.
Oh, please.
Okay, so now my EVA is acid and lignin free, so I'm not going to waste my photo glue on making a nice mat.
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to do a nice mat there, black on white. Okay, so just nice, quick and easy to do. And then again, I've got one of these old photos. Let me get my pin in there. Just when you want it to go in quickly, it doesn't. But again, another very old photo. You can see, you know, it's just getting damaged, isn't it, being in a box?
Yeah, we don't want that.
I do always check if there's anything written on the back.
Yes.
All right, first. But when you get your glue, as I said, it is runnier. Yeah. So don't be shocked and don't be surprised when you get it open. So don't go mad squeezing it. So if you take your lid off carefully, and then I'm just going to pop, I'm just squeezing very gently.
So you do put the lines in rather than a blob at each end?
When I'm doing photographs, I like to put the lines in rather than a blob because I want to know it's going to stay down.
All of it stuck down, yeah.
Yeah, because these aren't going to go anywhere now, are they? These are going to be nicely matted and layered, ready to go into albums.
Now, I was thinking if there is any writing on the back, if you have a photocopier, you could always photocopy the back of the picture and put that at the other side, so you can see the front and the back.
You could, or the other thing you can do is when we're doing the memory books, you can actually make a slip pocket to go on your photo mats. So if you get the one that's got the MDF word on the front, Janice.
Yes.
That one at the end there, no, the other one.
Oh, the other one. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you open that up, if you take one of those photo mats out.
Yes,
okay.
I'm just going to grab that out and then I'll lift it up.
There's a little slip of paper there on the counter.
Yes.
And that will slide just under the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So again, you don't have to, if you don't want to stick down, if there's something written on the back.
You can just slip it in
and especially if it's written in the person's handwriting.
Yeah, true.
You can slide it in the back. So it's still a great way to preserve everything.
How about this? How about cutting out? So you've got the framework, so the picture still goes into the pocket, but when you turn it around the other side, you can see the other side. You can cut like a window.
This is
you
it.
You can cut a window into it.
Yes.
So that was another way of seeing both sides to your photo.
Yeah.
Wasn't that brilliant? What a great idea.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
See, we're coming up with ideas.
So that is just your photo glue. So to me, as a memory book maker, it's a big must. Definitely a big must. Okay. Preserving them all correctly.
Well, thank you for showing us that.
That will take we'll have a little bit of wiggle room on it for a little bit longer. So just bear with that and let that stick down.
Okay.
But let's go back to our main book, the 8x8 one. So we've got our first page in. Now what I wanted to share with you, I'm going to bring the 6x6 one in here, Janice, just to share with you. Janice was saying how nice and sturdy they are, which they are, okay. But when you're posting them, don't be put off that you've got to put it in a big box because you can flatten it.
So you could send it out
and it doesn't interfere with the spine whatsoever.
Brilliant.
Okay. The other nice thing about it is when you're looking at it, so when we open it up, it lays flat. So the pages are like a waterfall. So even when you're right in the middle of the album, everything lays flat. OK, so you haven't got to worry about looking at your books. OK, that's the nice thing about it.
Brilliant. Now,
Okay.
we were just showing the 8x8 there. Can I just show you this one? Because this is lovely. We have got some stamps on the show, and we will be demonstrating some of these
Yes.
in the next hour. But just to give you an idea, Christmas is a wonderful time. But let me ask you this. What did you do last Christmas Day? Can you remember?
Oh, it was very quiet, wasn't it?
Do you know something? I actually can't remember what I did last Christmas Day. I would probably have to go back into my phone to see if I took any pictures or if there's any memories there. But isn't it amazing? It wasn't that long ago.
No.
But I can't remember. If you've got your memory book, then you open it up and instantly you've got those reminders for you, whether it be a photo, you could write something in there, it could be a little bit of journaling or something like that. And the stamps that we've got on offer for you, well, they're lovely, aren't they? Because that can be incorporated into your memory book. And the snow globe is pretty. So the stamps that we told you about earlier on in the show are available. You can head to the website and see those. The details are on your screen. 22 stamps in total, £14.95. And you can see the stamps just there. So you've got your snow globe, you've got your penguins, you've got your stag in there, you've got your deer, you've got your Christmas trees, wishes, year, greetings, seasons, and then you've got on there Merry Christmas, New and Happy. So Happy New Year, or Happy New Merry Christmas, or Happy New Year, yeah, because year's on there. Happy New Season. So those are your stamps. They're wonderful stamps. So those are the ones we were chatting about earlier. If you want to get hold of those, £14.95. Can I just mention also, we've got some Pearlywinks on the show. Now, there's some Micra in the Pearlywinks, and if you, Mica, not Micra, that's a car. That'd be ridiculous. Won't be able to fit one of those inside your spray. Now, if you are putting that on your card with your scrapbooking, it's not going to keep your cardstock acid and lignin free. If you put it on the outside, perfect.
Yes.
But on the inside, if you're adding your photos, just bear that in mind.
It's the ones that are sparkly or shimmery.
Yes.
So in the bundle that's got 7,
Yep.
5 of those are absolutely fine,
Yes.
because they're not sparkly or shimmery.
Yeah, but you can put them on the outside.
You can put them on the outside.
Most definitely,
Yes,
yeah.
And you can put them on the outside.
And I mean, look at that. That looks fantastic. Pearlywink sprays are just amazing. You'll see lots of our demonstrators using the Pearlywink sprays. They really are fabulous. So absolutely perfect for decorating the outside of your memory books. But just bear in mind, if you're then spraying it on the inside, your photos won't remain as protected as they could be, but perfect for the outside. And if you want to go for your Pearlywink sprays collaboration, 7 sprays in total, 30ml in each. They are amazing. They're wonderful. £22.97. 588034 is your item number. Back to Dawn. We've got 4 minutes left before we have a mini break for you to go and get a comfort break and a cup of tea.
Okay.
So we've got about 4 minutes left.
Right. So, where should we go? Let me look at fastenings for these books.
Okay.
Let's do that first, because you can fasten now your books. You can leave them blank,
yes,
like we have, or we can fasten them in different ways. So with this one, I've just put a very simple ribbon. Okay, so it might seem simple to seasoned crafters, but not perhaps to beginner crafters. So the way you would do your ribbon is, I've got my bag down here with everything in it I need, and it's going to all fall out, I know, but there we go. That's life, as they say. So I've got I've got with me just some wide double-sided tape,
yep,
but your red line tape would work very well for this as well.
Okay.
So what I like to do is I like to put it on the outside cover before I do my matten layer.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little piece there, and then I'm going to put a little piece on the other side, and I've lost my big ribbon. It's disappeared. I will get it. There we go. Right, I've got some ribbon here. So I'm just going to attach that. Pull that off. Okay, and then go to where you're comfortable. So I've got another demo out here, and I thought we haven't got enough time for that one. So we'll do that. We'll do that one in the second half, because we've got to show page folds as well, Janice.
Definitely.
And then if you just fold it over, you can measure it.
Yes.
But I like to eyeball. I like to keep things simple.
Yeah.
There's no point in going mad doing, you know, that's why I've tried to keep this as simple as possible for you.
Perfect.
So just by eyeballing that and taking that off, we can attach that. And then I've got some watercolour card, which I would be decorating.
Oh,
And then
that goes
you'd
on the top.
stick that over the top. So you've got a nice fastening.
Yep.
So if I tie this up,
Now, your Pearlywink sprays would be beautiful on your watercolour card for creating...
they would.
For creating a design to put on that outside. That would look absolutely
Yes.
marvellous.
And they're very quick as well. This is the other nice thing about them. So if you can imagine, that's your nice bow on there, and you've got...
Look at that.
You can put your cover on there.
That's
Now,
perfect.
thinking about your bow,
Yeah.
how about, like when my daughter was little, I'd put ribbons in her hair and that type of thing.
Oh.
This could be something that belonged to somebody, like a hair ribbon
Like
or...
a garter. I don't know why I said garter,
Ooh.
but, well, I'm just thinking something borrowed, something blue, something old,
yes,
something
it
new.
What a great idea for a book.
Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's blue.
Yes. Yes,
There you go.
definitely.
And if you make it now and give it, oh, I don't know, in a year's time, it'll be old as well.
It will. It will indeed.
It will.
So, now I'm going to... let's do this one quickly.
Okay.
So, I might have to come
You've
back
got
to...
We'll start it. We've got a minute.
We've got a minute,
We've
right.
got a minute. So we'll start it. We'll tease you.
We'll tease
and
you
then
then. We will tease you.
come back
So,
in
I'm going
3
to go
minutes.
in with that scrap of blue.
Okay.
Okay, and I've got my Christmas stamps that you can see are very well loved,
They are.
and my masks. And I'm just going to get a block, and I'm going to use the snowflake.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the Pearlywinks, in there you do get the cotton white.
Yes.
Which is more like an acrylic white.
Ooh.
So this is okay to use.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have to come back in about 3 minutes' time to see the results of that. I can't wait to see that as well, because I bet that'll look amazing on that true blue card. Make sure you get the kits that you want. Check out your baskets. Join us in the second hour, even after checking out your baskets, because we've got more demonstrations coming up with the lovely Dawn. Go and grab yourself a cup of tea. We'll see you in a few moments. Bye.